I tried jumping on Stop and Shop back that way, but I normally go to. I'm at the other end of the parking lot by the dress barn. But I tried jumping on their Wi-Fi. It wasn't working. It got knocked out for some reason. But as I was walking, I had an advanced aeronautical issue with that whole fan thing where you get lost inside the multiple honeycombs and you walk through one and it's like an intermittent change of what you remember, what moment you're walking into, what you recall, what things are saying. It's like a maze of a whole nother sort. That was my advanced problem, and I was top of advancement. There was no need to study because people were starting to pull their own genetics and start researching their futures in order to force and double down on this direction, which we said they are to be pulled out of human service at whatever level they're at, royal, shitbag, does anything in between, doesn't matter, and they are to be executed. Nobody is to research anyone before my lifetime, but certainly during my lifetime. When I had booties in the human realm, there was not one royal, not one Air Force, not one anything that was allowed to pull anyone's lifetime to check on records. And anything that did was to be pulled and executed immediately. I am the only one who is authorized to make those decisions. And I have not given anyone authority to check on anyone, living or dead, during Mariah, my mother, and my lifetime. In a 3 roll of the clock before I arrived, and everything was fucked up when I got here. That's how badly humans are at following strict orders on the most dangerous scientific equipment. They keep playing this like this is an experiment, which it's not. That's why your dementia patients have good days and bad days. I think that's what they say. Yeah, it all depends on how they're playing the future, like some kind of casino Russian roulette with a nesting doll table, since it all follows where I go, and then they keep chasing their people, which is why I said they touch my account, they die. They have no authority to do so. They chase any of their people's account on any calendar day or any whatever timing, they die. When I was in Prela, since I was there from like 10 a.m. until about 4 or 5 p.m., I enjoyed the socialness of everything. I did ask a gentleman at one point, I'm like, do you remember that Y2K thing with the clock? He's like, yeah. I was like, did you ever get any good answer as to how they solve it? Like, what? It just like dissipated in the air and just went away. But did it ever get fixed? And then later I asked the other Tony, not the older gentleman, but the a little bit younger gentleman, Tony, the same thing. He's like, I did not ever find out an answer on that. I'm like, right, me neither. Okay, so, and then I said, I haven't found it. Actually, I know what the answer is, but I haven't found a human that's been able to explain it to me either. It seems like they've never been told anything. And then, what was it? Oh, right. On my car, see the light's gone off now. When Million, Million, he sat in my seat and then I was right next to him. There was an O2 sensor, and then there was like a whole list of computer glitches in my timing mechanism in my engine that came up on his record for New York State inspection. Then they reset it, and only the original one O2 sensor was the problem. I don't know where all those extra error codes came from. It was all fraudulent. And I told him that I had a problem with my cell phone, my new cell phone, that I've never paired Bluetooth with the radio. I said, sometimes I'll be traveling. I have no cell phone service. It's been turned off. I've never paired it with Bluetooth. But all of a sudden, I'll get attached to something, and it looks like it's connected. I was like, but I don't know to what. I was like, so I don't know if that has anything to do with the error codes, like a computer virus. That's what my assumption would be. So I informed Million. Million said that he doesn't like Peugeot or BMW for some reason. And then he said that he drove it real quick and the bearing, it sounds like an airplane, he said, like in, an airplane, like really loud. And he said that it was a death trap, DEATHTRAP, that I shouldn't be driving it like this. Now, I thank you, but here's the thing. Tiafrio just spent $321 on the inspection and fixing the sensor that burnt. Now, to have him pay for all new bearings, he doesn't have or he claims he doesn't have the money. But then, how do I pay for all of this maintenance and upkeep on the car since I have no work? I also on camera told a different gentleman, I told him my life history and the fact that there's been no sustainable income in order to raise a family in New York since I was little. And I have 4 boys. I shudder to think what their future holds as far as economics and money mechanics and being able to sustain yourself. All caught on camera. Whether you want to call it NSA, whether you want to call it extra special human function, essential human function, it does not matter to me. It is mine. And anybody who accessed it without my direct authority or the one I'm fitted for is to be executed immediately for abuse of authority, abuse of privileged information, and for designing alternate outcomes, which is really, really dangerous.